As far as the comparison wise, if you look at mathematics, physics, and chemistry, physics is one subject where students can score well, and it is to be treated given full 1 hour to this particular subject. Now, when you're starting to prepare for JEE, and if you consider physics to needs to have a good command, so I say you must focus on these broader areas. One is that you must build strong fundamentals. Now, physics is a concept-based kind of a subject where a lot of fundamentals are there. Now, you must build you can say right kind of fundamentals starting from your 11th class, and even prior to that, students I have seen starting early as 9th, 10th class, developing the right fundamentals in physics. So that is one area. Going through NCERT books will be very, very important. This will also help you right now when you're preparing for your board exams. Going through the NCERT books, clearing the fundamentals, especially in the chapters like modern physics, optics, and you can say semiconductors, the compulsory questions do come. So as I was going through the syllabi of JEE Main, there are around 20 units in physics, 10 units based on 11th class syllabus, 10 units almost based on 12th class syllabus. So it's a very balanced kind of a subject, balanced kind of questions. You will have almost 50% questions from each 11th and 12th class in physics. And if you look at the important chapters, the high weighted chapters, you may get more than one questions from chapters of 12th class. So here the weighted chapters are mostly in 12th class. If you are a student who's right now appearing your 12th board exam, now for this is majorly for students of your kind who are appearing board exams and also taking up JEE Main in January. The best way of handling physics or best way of handling both exam is that you do it alongside. That means NCERT should be your first ready reckoner. You do NCERT, you get confidence on your fundamentals, you take up questions by basics. So applying your basics are very important when it comes to physics. As I told you, 11th class chapters, mechanics is very, very important. Chapters like thermodynamics is very, very important. So when you're doing up these two topics, understand the concepts, understand important formulas, note it down. If you have already done it in the past while you're studying in your coaching institute or whatever you're doing self-study, if you maintain these formulas in the form of you can say a rough sheet where you can have a glance of all the important formulas and get back to problem solving, this is going to be a key factor in helping you develop the right speed. So revision alongside your preparation is very important. Now, when you are solving questions of 12th class, let's say you are appearing your 12th board exams, follow your NCERT thoroughly as far as your notes are considered, because the way you're going to write your pre-boards and your boards, the theoretical portion, read it from NCERT. When you're solving the questions, try to cover up NCERT and also pick up questions of the archives of JEE Main. So this will also help you, because the archives of JEE Main are not very tough, unlike JEE Advanced. They are just similar to your CBSE, but having more problem solving skills required for solving those kind of problems. In-depth knowledge not required, because you do not get multiple concept kind of questions in JEE Main. You get mostly direct kind of questions in JEE Main, and especially one question is from you can say one particular chapter. So you get direct question which will help you. Whatever chapters you're doing in class 12, you have similar type of questions in the archives of PYQs of JEE Main. So pick up those questions alongside your theoretical preparation for boards. So that means you are studying your theory from NCERT, you're solving questions of PYQs. So alongside this preparation, it will help you manage your time well. And at least try to take one mock test for it full, or you can say time it for 50 minutes to 60 minutes. Try to take one section of JEE Main physics section, or likewise you can take it chemistry or maths or a paper as a whole for 3 hours, once in a week at least, even while your board exams are going on, because you have already prepared for this exam. Your board exam will be in the you can say month of February, but you have your JEE Main earlier, first attempt in January. That means you have to take the JEE Main exam prior to your board exam. So that's why it's very, very important that your preparation for JEE Main should be in full swing post December first week. I'll say from December, January first 2 weeks, you have to rigorously take multiple sets of mock test papers or PYQs, at least the last 3 to 4 years. In fact, I'll recommend, if you want to really score full marks or a top marks, you can say above beyond 240 or 260 out of 300 in JEE Main, you should have solved last 10 years JEE Main papers. This will give you a good practice, confidence, along with right mindset to crack JEE with you can say a desirable score. So that's very, very important that you solve questions rigorously. Three kind of referrals. One is your NCERT, second is SCV, and third is the MyPad or online Abhyas portal of NTA. These reference sources are sufficient for you to score really well. In fact, full marks for JEE Main. So don't have to refer too many sources, because there you will duplicate certain things. So you don't have that much of time to duplicate things. Best is you stick to one resource, complete it in totality. You'll also gain a lot of confidence that I have completed one kind of reference. So that is very, very important. And also keep one thing in mind, that when you are attempting the paper, avoid guesswork. It is whether is the right selection of questions which matters in the exam. So do not hurry in going to solve all the questions which are asked. This year, when there is no options available to you, it's very important that whatever you attempt it correctly. Wise selections of questions, attempting all the easy and the moderate ones and leaving out the difficult ones would be a key factor in deciding your rank. So ensure that you do not complete the paper in a hurry and just carelessly attempt all the questions. Whatever questions you attempt, ensure they are correct, and avoid guesswork, so that you do not get any negative marking, because here the positive scores matter a lot. So you must understand the key techniques which you have to adopt. Time management is going to be important. Right selection of questions is going to be important. Avoid guesswork is going to be important. Ensuring all the chapters which you are thorough with, you have solved all those questions in the first glance. And in case certain question requires a bit of thinking or calculation, you can take it in the second round. So 2 rounds of taking attempts of the questions is advisable, so that you are able to score good marks. And in case you find the word particular section tough, you can switch over to the other subject in certain in these kind of situations. So you don't have to waste too much of time, because in competitive exam time is limited per question. Don't think too much about it. Skip to the next question, or if in case you find a particular subject difficult, skip to the next subject. That's always advisable. Next important thing is time management. Just in the beginning, don't give 1 hour to any subject. As I've been telling earlier also in my previous videos, and even now I'm telling, divide the paper into 2 rounds. Don't take the paper subject in 1 round. Initial round, dedicate 40 minutes, 10, try to attempt those 10 easy levels or moderate levels of questions first. And then attempt those questions which you could not attempt in the first round. If you find a question very tough, leave it in the initial stage. Only if you have time left towards the end, you can come back and try to reattempt that question. If you fail to reattempt, please leave that question, because it has negative marking. So these are some important things. And of course, revising all essential formulae on a daily basis, which students fail to do it. I've been repeatedly telling you now next 2 months, revise all the important formulas. This will be a very big mistake if you will not revise. If you leave it towards the end of the exam, you may not find time to revise. There you will find the big mountain in front of you. They have 3 subjects. You will find it difficult to juggle between the 3. It's always better you study all the 3 subjects on a daily basis. This way, on the actual day of the exam, you won't find any particular subject tough. The JEE Main has all the 3 subjects, physics, chemistry, and maths together. So study them together when you are studying and preparing for them. So give equal time to all the 3 subjects in a very balanced manner. Don't get biased to one subject and give 3-4 days at a stretch to this one subject. I've seen students doing this big mistake. 5 days consecutively they are studying physics, or 5 days consecutively they are studying mathematics. This way you will lose in touch of the third subject, which is also requiring equal attention. Please understand, all the 3 subjects are need to be given equal attention when it comes to the JEE exams, because here the questions are balanced and you have to attempt in a balanced mode. You can't attempt one subject and leave out the other subject. So have a balanced approach when it comes to preparation, as well as when it comes to attempting the questions. In JEE Main, there may not be subject-wise cutoff, but of course, this subject-wise cutoff is there in JEE Advanced exams. So you have to cover at least minimum marks. You have to cross that barrier, and that could be 10% of each subject. So these number of questions you must attempt in all the 3 subjects.